Good morning. I am Mrs. M. Sasikala, Assistant Professor, Department of English. I'm going to explain Religion in a Changing World. It was written by Dr. Radhakrishnan. So before we move on to the prose, we have to know the meaning of some words. Here I have given meaning of Sanskrit words. According to Dr. Radhakrishnan, the world has been shrinking because of the development of communication and technology. We are not living in separate worlds. Asia and Africa depend on Europe and America for raising their living standards. Europe and America depend on them for commodities and raw materials. Science and technology give great power to human beings. It can give strength, freedom, and better life to human beings. At the same time, the same technology will bring chaos and destruction. Professor Adrian, President of the Royal Society of England, in his inaugural address on Science and Human Nature at the 16th Annual Meeting of the British Association for the Advancement of Science, says that the people will destroy 2/3 of the world by simply pressing a button. Dr. Radhakrishnan talks about world solidarity and lokasamgraha. To him, it is very important now. He says that the world is searching for its soul. It is in the hands of mankind to save, and the access of its thought and life must be changed. The change is possible with the help of religion. The religion which teaches love and brotherhood can make a change in the world to go into the right path. If a religion is capable to face any challenges, it is healthy and progressive. The society confronts many problems only if the religion failed to devise adequate responses to new challenges. Religion should deal with creatively on any problem. Otherwise, it will fade away. The author says that we are living in an age of science, so we need not accept dogmas and revelations. The religion which make division and disintegration among others play into the hands of the opponents of religion. It is believed that the spirit of science is opposite to religion, but it is not true. Science is an intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. Then the author briefs about the Brahma Sutra. It starts with Sutra Atato Brahmajinasa. It is followed by the other Janmadyash Yata. Brahma means the origin of the world. The Sutra has been mentioned in the 3rd chapter of the Taittiriya Upanishad. The steps move from inorganic to organic, organic to sentient, sentient to rational life. Dr. Radhakrishnan says the purpose of the cosmic process is the city of God in and out of time. Science never says that the ultimate beginning is matter. We can split atom, but the mind of man can also split. It is greater than atom. Albert Einstein, in his book The World as I See It, says scientists' religions feeling takes the form of a rapturous amazement at the harmony of natural law. Scientists' life is pursuing the truth. It is service to God. God is truth and truth is God. Erasmus says, whatever you encounter truth, you look upon Christianity. The main purpose of science is to refine religion. The author says that religion is not magic or witchcraft, quackery or superstition. He asks us not to confuse with dogmas. To him, all religions are rooted in experience. The Upanishads expect people to acquire Brahma Vidya or Atma Vidya. The Katha Upanishad says that man concentrates more on outward materialistic life on earth, so he loses contact with himself. He has forgotten his soul and the attainment of God through his inner journey. The soul of man is covered with materialistic life like dust. So it is our duty to turn towards Avrita Kakshash, to find its right direction to discover the real meaning and reality of life. The jina, which means a person who has conquered temporal and material existence through self-discipline and attained a transcendent. Here the author says that jina is one who conquers his self. He is the Mahavira, a person can be the Mahavira who has battled with this inward nature and triumphed over it. In Buddhism, Buddha insists everyone to seek enlightenment, that is Bodhi. Both Buddhism and Jainism ask us to replace avidya, which means ignorance, by vidya, which means wisdom. In Sanskrit, Mantravid means a person who knows all about the text. He is not Atmavid. Naimatma pravakanena lapyo na medaya na bahuna sirutena. It means the self cannot be attained by instruction, nor by intellectual power, nor through much learning. Religion is a spiritual adventure. Religion should fulfill one's life. The religion should make one's consciousness to be changed, a rebornness, an inner evolution, and a change in understanding. The author says that a man who realizes his right path in his life, who are reborn, can serve and guide others. It is the teaching of Christianity. Rebirth means to become a new man. The change must be in inner self, not outer self. Only our inner growth can make us to attain heaven. Inner growth can be made through prayer, meditation, fasting, and self-control. In Christianity, John the Baptist says that what a man should do and not to do to attain God. Here the writer compares Jesus with John the Baptist. John the Baptist talks about the external piety to become better. Jesus concentrates on inner understanding to become different and new. Only the rebirth of man can make one to attain the kingdom of God. Jesus gives the way to awake. The writer says that the man stands between the visible and the invisible world. Bohemi says that we can live in reality only if we can stand still from self-thinking and self-willing and stop the wheel of imagination and the senses. Dr. Radhakrishnan says the evidence of truth lies in man's experience of it when it enters into him. All religions make us to realize that life is an opportunity for self-realization. Religion insists to strive non-stoppingly to attain immortal from the mortal. God is the universal reality, wisdom and love, and we are his children irrespective of race or religious belief. A man who realizes the supreme and takes rebirth will work for society. He can give voice to those who have no voice. World is suffering because of the disease of dogmatism. We should come out from it. Then worldly self-realization is possible. All religions preach to respect other religions and their practices. Early Christianity was not authoritarian because it was the religion of the poor and humble peasants, artisans, and slaves. But when it is the religion of the Roman Empire, authoritarianism is predominant. He talks about the Crusades and the impact of war. The writer tells about the preaching of Quran. Quran asks us not to revile those whom others worship besides Allah lest they. You should remain steadfast in religion and make no divisions therein. In India, interreligious understanding is native. Gandhi says, I hold that it is the duty of every cultured man or woman to read sympathetically the scriptures of the world. He further says that it is our duty to study of the world's religions in a friendly manner. Archbishop William Temple says all that is noble in the non-Christian systems of thought or conduct or worship is the work of Christ upon them and within them. Professor Arnold Toynbee says that though the religions are many, it has a single theme. Finally, the author concludes the essay by saying that we should treat all religions as friendly partners in the supreme task of nourishing the spiritual life of mankind. This is the reference for further studies. Thank you, students.